Alright, this is Oya vs. Pri on Tier of Goddess by Gosami, a Korean mapmaker. My apologies.
Oh yeah, with the stealth BM there. Oh, so Oya wants some revenge here, based off the chat.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think Pri does that sort of stuff in his games.
This
That's
is Secure's Temple?
Tier of Goddess. That should be in STPL.
Yeah, I think I recall it.
Season 4.
It looked kind of like Luna, I think.
Yeah.
Should be interesting, but I think Oya might be the better player. I've been so impressed by Oya every time I've seen him recently.
Yeah, when I think of Oya, I think of his great Reaver Shuttle micro, and in those battles with Masgoon and Reaver Shuttle, he always seems to come out on top.
Okay, so we're seeing a quick 2-gate from Pearl. I'm not a fan of this because you can't go Robo at the same time unless you start cutting goons. And if you're going to cut goons, then why go for the 2-gate? Like, normally you can go 26 Robo. Wait, what's he doing with his gas? Oh, this can't be on purpose. This has to be a mistake.
He wasn't mining?
Yeah, he didn't mind his gas, so he's got... he can actually make the units that he wants. Unless this is like some kind of timing where he tries to hit right before the green range is done. But I mean, that's such a narrow timing. Is that what he's doing? Surely not. Okay, so he's making 3 dragoons, or he's gonna have 3 dragoons by the time Oya has 2, but he's got to go cross positions. There might be a timing here where he can hit right before Oya's range is done, so neither of them have range, but he has an extra dragoon. But I mean, it's such a weird, tricky thing to try. I don't know that any sane person would try this. But yeah, he's not getting a dragoon range. If he builds another 2 dragoons, then this is weird. Okay, so he can get 5 dragoons to Oya's base around the time Oya has 3 dragoons and range almost finished, I think. Now Oya's going to have range. This is insane. I'm not going to call him a bad player because he's a good player, and I know he's a good player. But this is weird that you would go no dragoon range PvP. And I thought for a while it was going to be just a very niche timing he was trying, and it's not a niche timing. It's just no dragoon range PvP.
Well, the Citadel's about to finish. You think he's gonna go for some DT? I mean, he doesn't have the gas really, though.
Yeah, he doesn't have the gas for it. Let's see what he does with these rangeless dragoons. He's got 2-gate dragoon against. Okay, but he is not making this easy for himself. I personally would not be trying to do much PvP with rangeless dragoons against ranged dragoons. He's kind of got a timing 3 against or 5 against 4, but I mean, this is okay. He's forced to cancel. Oya's assuming that they have range and they don't. This is this is some next level shit. This is.
Oh, and there's the Templar archive, so he is gonna
Yeah.
go for some DTs with his like
But that's
star of
just-
gas.
That's just slowing down his range even more. And he's
He's
forced
never
Oya
gonna
into a
get
timing
it.
attack. Like Oya's now, because Oya's had to cancel his next, Oya's now going 2-gate Reaver timing or 3-gate Reaver timing attack.
So you got to be able to hold the push from Oya because that's what your build just cost.
Yeah, he's now in a position where he has to hold a 3-gate Dragoon Reaver timing attack with rangeless Dragoons and I guess a DT. Some Genesis. Okay, he's building 2 DTs. Don't know about that. I mean, if I didn't have Dragoon range, I would be saving my gas for. but I mean, he cancelled Oya's Nexus. The man clearly knows something I don't. Oya still doesn't have an observatory either. Oya's apparently not putting him on DTs, which is odd given that Oya surely would have seen that he didn't have Dragoon range. If it was like 6 minutes into the game, my opponent did not have Dragoon range, I would be thinking, okay, that's unusual.
Is it risky to just kind of pull your Reaver down the ramp by itself like that? Check what's
I
going
mean,
on.
if you have no observers, then yes. Why are the DTs not running across the map? Oh, because they're going into a Darkon. A Darkon, but he's not getting Mike? Okay, this is... this is next level. His opponent has no observers. He's like, nah, okay, what I need right now is Dark Archon.
And Storm.
He could just walk his DTs across the map and win.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
the only thing that would stop this attack that's about to happen is a DT, which he doesn't have because he managed into a Dark Archon with no upgrades.
And he's getting Storm.
Yeah, it's just...
What's the Dark Archon most useful for in PvP?
I would say that feedback is normally what you use it for, but in this case, I think he wants it for mind control, but he doesn't want mind control because he can't afford it.
If you mind control a shuttle filled with Reavers, you get the Reaver as well?
Yes, and you get the shuttle speed, which Oya has upgraded. He steals this shuttle, he gets 3 shuttle speed upgrade. Now the question is, how well are these rangeless Dragoons going to do against the speed shuttle? And I think the answer is not great. Okay, mind control is being researched. It's happening.
Ouch.
He's keeping his Dark Archon hidden. What's the energy on the Dark Archon? Okay, next time the speed shuttle comes in with 2 Reavers, I think we might actually have shit hit the fan. This is going to be good.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, he's still no Dragoon range. He's just like, no, Dragoons are overrated. All he's using this game is the threat of Dragoons. He shows up with Dragoons, and is okay, now he's getting Dragoon. Ah, you coward. I believed in you. Because he forces Oya to cancel his next with the threat of Dragoons. But they don't do any damage, they don't actually attack. Come on, catch a storm. Oh, double storm. I like it.
Wow, it's close though that shuttle almost got taken out by the cannons.
Well, he does actually want to take out the shuttle. I think that's if the shuttle died, that would only be helping Oya at this point, because mind control is almost complete. This is the weirdest game. He could have just walked a DT across the map at the start and he'd have won.
Yeah, the Dark Archon with mind control following like DTs would have been better.
Or just not going Dark Archon. So far he's got 0 value out of it.
Well, I like getting the Dark Archon because it keeps us hopeful.
I
But
mean,
it's a waste because you don't get to use your DTs early on, and they're very strong, right?
He's behind a lot in army supply because he's up in workers, but he's really behind in supply in general. So that means
Yeah.
Oya's army is huge.
He's paid for Psystorm, mind control, a Dark on, bunch of cannons. And he still doesn't have Dragoon range. It's almost done though.
The old 10-minute Dragoon range.
Yep. He's got double forge.
So he
Yeah, thank
sees
you.
the shuttle now with 2 Reavers.
Yep.
Should see it again.
And Dark Archon has more range than you would think.
There's a Dark
Dark
Archon.
Archon's it's on the hunt. However, this is a speed shuttle. It's not
Oh, is it gonna get inside?
Oh my
first?
god.
Oh, it's happening. Oh, he got one of the Reavers. And he can
What's
use the
the
second.
chances that Oya would drop his Reaver just then? Almost got both of them.
Oh, yeah,
But that
still.
Darkon's going to be in trouble. There goes the Darkon.
Oh
But-
man.
So Oya traded his Reaver for the opponents, even though he had a shuttle to micro it too.
That probe
Oh.
actually saved Oya's Reaver pretty much.
I like the
Pistons
double storm there
dropped to kill
on
it.
top of each other. I think that's definitely the best way to cast storms. Oh, you see now he's got shuttle speed. He got it for free. So that 200 Oya spent, that's actually caused a 200 saving for free. And with the Dragoon range done, it's time for you to shine.
Oh man, those storms were as good as it gets.
Yeah, this fight's going really well for him. I can't believe I'm saying it.
I think
Yeah,
Oya's
this
like,
is
what
a-
the hell am I playing against?
This is an odd game. That shuttle speed that Oya paid for, now it's punishing him.
Oh, so many workers. How many was that? Like 15 just there?
Yeah, 16 kills on the High Templar. And it was his own shuttle speed that burned him.
Oh.
I think Free did it.
Does he have some more storms? Yes, he
He
does.
doesn't have an observer, so like one D. If Oya makes a DT, he is going to be fine here.
He did it, man.
I mean, I should take some tips from this guy. I can't beat Oya, and this guy clearly knows something I don't. This is impressive in its own way.
I think Oya's just kind of trying to digest what happened to him this game. At this
Yeah,
moment.
this is one of
Like,
those games where you watch the replay and you're like, wait a second. So, what happened here? So you had the Dragoon range when?
That mind control though, man. It was like
Yeah.
a second away from the Reaver, both of them being in the shuttle. But Oya had just dropped one
had
to kill
the,
us.
had the shuttle just gone straight for the main, because the Darkon was going up to intercept, but the shuttle was faster than the Darkon was expecting. So had
It
the shuttle
stopped
just
because
gone
of the
for
probe.
main,
Yeah,
it
there was
stopped
a
'cause of the
scouting
probe.
probe there.
good game.
If he
Free
just goes
went-
straight for the main, he gets it done.
He's redefining the meta here in PvP with that win.
Yeah, that was certainly something.
Awesome game. That was actually incredibly entertaining.
Good build for everyone to copy.
I'm going to try and join the game again this time.
Game 2 on Tear of Goddess by Gosami between Pri and Oya. Joined by Cork, Soren, character somewhere. Join us if you like to co-cast the games. Oya's in the top right, and Pri's in the same spot as last game.
That just did not go the way I thought it was going to. Also, I feel like it had to be a mistake to not mine gas, and he just started panicking and ended up somewhere else. Because it's... if you're going for like one gas, Dark Archon, Mind Control Rush, and also Psy Storm Rush, you'd ideally take like a 9 gas. You wouldn't go like 11 gas, not mine it. You go straight, you get the gas as quickly as possible.
Don't question his genius, Quark. Didn't you just see it work perfectly?
I feel
It
like
did.
a lot of that might have been by accident. That might have been just, okay, well, I've got all these minerals and no gas because I forgot to mine gas, so let's go for 2 gate, no range. Let's follow it up with DT and see where we end up.
I don't think Oya was microing or paying attention to his dragoons when they were being stormed.
No.
He took a lot of damage from those
He also
storms.
didn't see there was no Dragoon range when the Dragoon showed up.
Yeah, it was a pretty quick cancel on the Nexus. Maybe he could have seen if he let him fire on it a couple times that they didn't have range.
Or I mean, they were firing on his Dragoons too, but if he has Dragoon range is 6 versus 4, so he could have easily defended that with 4 range Dragoons versus 5 range.
I wonder if that's something you think about when you see a bunch of dragoons attacking you.
It's not. I mean, because he could have had range by that point. It was weird that he didn't. It was only because he forgot his gas. But if you see there's no range by that point, you know it's going to be an Archives follow-up.
It's a funny game because it just went back and forth. There were moments that Oya could have won. There were moments that Pri could have won.
There was only one where Pri could have won. It was right at the end when he did that storm drop. Or that's after the storms on the Dragoons. The entire game he was...
Like you were saying, he could get DTs. He would have been pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It was like ping pong going back and forth.
Wait, that was just because Oya wasn't building Observatory. But... like, for most of the game, Pri needed to get a mind control on the shuttle and steal the Archons to have a chance. So steal the Reavers to have a chance. And it happened, but he put himself in a weird all-in position by trying to do that. It's such a high-cost move that if it doesn't pay off, you're in real trouble. So Pri is building nothing out of his gateway. Just going straight robo. No Dragoons. That's a unusual play. And then building a second Zealot. The problem is, I don't know that he can stop a scout. Oh, can he stop a... Yeah, okay, he's using a probe to stop a scout probe, but... I mean, this is going to make Oya play safe. You see this, and you think, okay, it's probably DTs. But even if it's not DTs, it's the same counter. You just go,
He can see.
He saw the
I
robo?
think he can see
I think
the
he
robo.
can see it.
Well, that makes this a questionable play.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay,
Oh,
we have a
it's been
second
no.
gateway, no Dragoon range again. So this is...
This is a tried and true build.
Have we been playing PvP wrong? I feel like maybe he knows something we don't. He goes, okay, no, you want 2 gateways, no Dragoon range. Dragoon range overrated. Also, he's going for a robo support bay before shuttle, which means this is the defensive Reaver with his 2 gates. Range, okay, getting range. Because normally, if you're doing some kind of timing attack with Reavers, you go for the shuttle immediately, because the shuttle takes much longer.
He's getting the scout on Oya, though. It's very nice he got the probe in.
Okay, the support bay is done. He's not building anything out of his robo. So he went for robo rush, he went for 20 robo, which is not the timing, and then he's just like, okay, got my support bay, we're good. Okay, now we get the Reaver. Nice. The timings on this build is so bad. He just rushes the robo and then he's like, okay, yep, we're good. Let's take a break, guys. He's got 2 gateways and he's building units out of 0 gateways because he can't afford them because he's spending all his money on late range and a Reaver. This just isn't working. No part of this is effective.
Where's this dragon going?
He's getting shuttle speed. He doesn't have a shuttle, but he wants shuttle speed. His robo is not working, and he's building 0 units. Okay, now he's building a shuttle. So he went for the Reaver first, then the shuttle, even though you can build the shuttle while the support base. And for all I know, this is going to work again, but like this shouldn't work. He's also managed to be down 3 workers somehow. Oh, and he's putting the
Out the
folks.
goon.
He's
Oh,
down. This is just
that
the
sucks.
weirdest build. It's not a. It's not a Reaver rush. He went robo support bay into not building anything into eventually building a shuttle. Maybe the secret to beating Aya is just have really bad timings because Aya's not going to know what's going on. He went for a quick second gateway and he hasn't actually ever built anything out that gateway. He just built a second gateway and then stopped. Okay, we're good.
Just waiting for the shuttle to come that way.
Little
But
does he
now's the
know
time to
that speed
expand.
will expand of his 2 gateways that don't do anything, and his shuttle speed for the defensive Reaver rush.
Oya has more workers.
This build is so suboptimal. He could have, if he was just going for defensive Reaver expand, he didn't need the second gate, didn't need the shuttle. He could have had just 2 Reavers instead. It's didn't need shuttle speed. This is just a Reaver expand.
Oh my god.
It's the worst possible version of Reaver
I think
expand.
he would have grabbed the shuttle if he didn't move.
Well, it's just a scouting shuttle though.
Oh, there's nothing in there.
This is the high-level scouting shuttle play.
What are you going to discover that you don't already know?
Well, he doesn't have an observatory, so everything.
Okay. Gonna lose the shuttle though.
Yeah, but it was a defensive Reaver. The shuttle was always for scouting.
I don't know.
That's why he got shuttle speed. You just you're not on the same level.
Three
He's
Reavers.
managed to get. They haven't had any fights yet. And he's down 16 supply, 18 supply.
Alright, so Oya has a significant lead supply.
Yes, because Oya's build wasn't.
And we have a ninja base in the bottom.
That's how you follow up the shuttle flying through their base timing attack. You just ninja a base.
Okay, Oya doesn't want to
you
go.
do not- yeah, you don't want any
3
part of that.
Reavers.
He didn't see him. They were kind of hidden back there, so that's good.
Well, he's got an observer, and his opponent doesn't have an observer, so he can just. Or an observatory.
I
His
don't know
opponent
about
goes,
coming outside of the choke though.
I don't know about any part of this. This is.
This seems like a bad idea.
I
He's
mean,
like, sure, come out. There goes one. There goes two. He just threw away 3 Reavers.
and 3 Reavers was all he had.
And with
so
those
that-
units,
it's
he
the
would have
game.
been able to kick ass. That's a shame.
Well, I mean, he's got the hidden expansion. If Oya doesn't clean up, then he will eventually recover.
Oh, there's another Reaver. It's going to be taken out now. Nope.
Well, Oya's getting a third as well, so he's gonna stay up, even though Pre has the hidden base.
Yeah, it's still only 18 supply though. Difference. This is no part of this is good.
It looks like Oya's realized that he doesn't have any observers since he's got an obs like inside of his main, it looks like, and at his natural, so he's just gonna go for DTs. And it's probably going to work unless he starts building observers soon.
The strangest play I've ever seen. I feel like this is what it would look like if you had like an undiscovered tribe of StarCraft players who only played amongst themselves for the last 20 years. Had no contact with the outside world.
I think losing the 3 Reavers was real unfortunate. If he had gotten some shuttles, he would have had, 4, 5 more
Yeah,
Reavers.
I mean,
and
his
that could be
strategy
a
of
game changer.
rushing shuttle speed, which, let me remind you, he got before he expanded, and then not once putting a Reaver in a shuttle, I think was controversial, maybe suboptimal. I feel like you wouldn't see that from a pro gamer. It's the play where you rush shuttle speed, and then you're like, okay, well, now we just use this for scouting. That's the play.
Oya's being a gentleman here, though. He is not making DTs, even though he totally could.
Yeah.
Oh, there's finally an observatory. I don't think he has an obs yet, though.
Oh, we're still scouting with the shuttle?
Please not taking a third gas because it would be too advantageous if he took a third gas. He goes, okay, I'm going to take a hidden expansion, but to make it fair, minerals only. He's now
Same number of
20. He's 30 supply behind. Oya doesn't know about the hidden expansion though, so he's not attacking because he feels like he's 3 bases to 2. So why would you ever need to attack? The problem is that he hasn't gone through his winning the game checklist and said, okay, well, what can I lose to? Because there's only one thing on that list right now, this hidden expansion. Supply gap is closing. He's only up
we got a first
21.
observer. Okay. We got shuttles in the top left. 2 of them. There they are. 1 Reaver?
And now Vivas aren't for shuttles. Speed shuttles are for scouting and for zealots.
Oh god, no. They're just... Are they empty shuttles? No, we
No,
got
they've got
stuff
zealots in them. They've got zealots in them, of course. Sometimes when I hear you cast, I wonder if you ever played this game before. Speed shuttles, scouting, and zealots. That's what they're used for.
Actually, don't play the game, Gork. That's the issue with me casting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need you here.
Well, now logically, Oya would use his Corsair to clean up the speed shuttles, and
I like this wall here. It's pretty much trapped. It's like a quarter of his supply in the air.
although the supply gap is closed to 9. It's Oya used to be 32 supply ahead, now he's only 9 supply ahead. That hidden expansion is getting it done.
Yeah, it's really worked out for him.
It has. I feel like he should hit an expansion every game.
I think
Although,
he does.
again,
I
it's
think he
very
does.
honourable for him to not take the gas. I feel like
Oh my
if
god.
you're going to go for a hidden expansion, you do have to make it a little bit fair.
Oh my
And
god.
by just declining the gas, he's... Okay, the
He's-
probe is on its way.
Did he just abandon his Reaver? No, don't abandon the Reaver.
Oh, here comes the drop. Okay, so that drop has not paid off.
I think
And the
they were-
supply gap is opened up again. But Please actually had 8 workers.
Oh, no, don't just run into it like this. Yeah.
Also, he killed the probe that was scouting bottom left because Oya worked out there was something that he didn't really understand and it was going to be a hidden expansion. But as he went to check, he ran straight into the Dragoons.
Is it worth it to make Reavers still?
Beavers are always good.
You got the Robo, right? You got...
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have any more shuttles.
If you look at the cost of a Reaver, it's so much better than a Dragoon that you look at it and think, well, yeah, why would I ever want 2 Dragoons over a Reaver?
Alright, so Oya's maxed almost.
Yeah, he's down 13 workers though. He's
Still
going to go
no-
up to 5 bases, but he can't really saturate them.
Third gas. No protection.
Pre is Pre not taking his third gas here, I think is Ividi is just because he's an honourable player. He knows that it would be too overpowered if he took that gas. Oh, here come the speedlots. Unfortunately, the Dragoons aren't with them because the High Templar just slowed off the entire army.
Don't know what the hell's going on.
High Templar traffic jam. Oh, and this other speedlots are just run into the cliff. It's stuck. Yep, these speedlots that were trying to go to 3 o'clock have just... Oh, okay, they've worked it out. The speedlots are back on the move. Okay, he's down 50 supply, but he's up 13 workers. Oh, he's going for the Nexus. Is he going to make it? Is he going to get the Nexus at 3 o'clock? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. No, he's not going to get it. That Archon's doing too much damage.
Didn't get the
Although
core either.
If he did get the Nexus, then that would just play into Oya's hand, because Oya actually has different bases he can take. He's not mining bottom right at all. Oh, Oya's going to get 9 o'clock. This might be it, boys.
He's maxed out right now.
Yeah, this might be it.
Prius thinking, I need a secret expansion to come back here.
Okay, we're good. He's back in the game.
Dark Archon.
I mean, he's got his own meta. He knows what he's doing.
You know what? I feel like he had a lot going for him. It's just too bad he lost the damn Reavers, and that attack was just kind of impulsive.
GG.
So, what he had going for him that game, he went for a 20 Robo, skipping Dragoon range. Used that Robo to not do anything, just idle, no support bay, no nothing. Transitioned into a late support bay. Transitioned into no shuttle. Added a second gateway, made no gateway units, built one Reaver, still no gateway unit, still no Dragoon range. Built a Reaver, upgraded shuttle speed, built a shuttle, and then decided to expand. Using the speed shuttle as a scout.
You know it's a good build.
I mean, it's certainly some kind of build.
I think it's smart to do things that throw off your opponent. And I assume he actually knows the meta or whatever, like regular builds.
I mean,
So
there's no evidence that he does. We've seen 2 games, and
could someone confirm that? I wanna say he does. And he just does this to throw his opponents off. And I think he can be more successful. There's just some decision making that could be improved.
I mean, you could do the exact same defensive Reaver Rush expand opening with no shuttle, no shuttle speed, no quick, no second gateway, and the Nexus would be like a good minute faster. It wasn't a good version of itself.
So the improvements you're suggesting, they wouldn't make his build into what's the current meta. It would just be a better version of whatever he's doing.
Yes,
Because I
you
like
could-
that. That's cool because it
If you want
shows
to-
some innovation and change.
Yeah. If you want to rush a defensive Reaver and take a quick Nexus with it, the way to do that is not to get a very quick Robo and then a late support bay. Get a very quick Robo and a quick support bay. Don't spend all your money on a second gateway, then not make any units out of either gateway. That's not the way. Don't go speed shuttle before you go Nexus on a defensive Nexus rush.
You should create a screen name pre-square and do his builds better than he does. And
I mean,
show
if I
that
want to
they're
do-
viable.
If I want to build better than this, I just go back to my scout rushes.
They're not that bad. And the scouts are pretty good, effective too.
Okay, he's just going for a 1 gate Zealot expand, I think. This is pretty special. Oh wait, no, sorry, it's 1 gate Zealot, then like. Wait, what? Okay, so he's trying to optimize his gateway production by making Zealots out of it constantly, but he doesn't have a second pylon right now, so he's going to supply block himself. Yeah, he's supply blocked, so he can't build any more probes. We're done with probes for this game. We're now in a post-probe meta. Second gateway, still no pylon. No more probes this game. There we go. Okay, we're good. However, the gateway is about to go offline because unfortunately there's no second pylon. So yeah, 13 is the number of the probes. So we're done with probes now. Now, Oya is probably going to get thrown off by this because he's going to look around and he's going to know there's a pylon missing. Because if there's not a pylon missing, his opponent has just been supply blocked for the last 30 seconds. But he's actually going to be wrong with that assumption. He's going to think there's a hidden pylon, whereas in actuality, his opponent just is supply blocked and always has been.
He has no idea where Oya is.
Yeah, he is currently Zealot rushing the top left, which is not the correct location to Zealot rush. Now he's so he went for a very quick second gateway, and then didn't build any units out of it. Went for a third pylon, which allows him to be not supply blocked after he eventually starts building some units out of gateways, which he's not currently doing. He's got 2 gateways, no units building. I mean, this is like C-rank play. This is... He didn't need that third pylon. He went 2 quick gateways and he made no units from them.
Oh, this is
all...
cute.
And Oya's on 1 gateway. He's been on 2 gateways for a while, and Oya's got more units. It's a testament to how bad his supply block he's been. Somehow more gateways has been outproduced by fewer gateways. Now Oya's read on this is that it's some kind of GT rush. And it's not, it's just 2 gateways with...
Weird timing.
I mean, Oya has killed 0 probes and he's up 4 probes. 5 probes now. Oya has 1 gateway versus 2 and he's up units. This is in its own way impressive. It's actually quite difficult to end up behind on units with twice the production of your opponent. You have to really work on hitting every possible supply block to get into this position.
He stopped mining gas.
Well, you know, sometimes in life you stop mining gas. It's one of those things. Nobody can explain it. Yeah, so Oya's rushing an observer because of how confused he is. Oh, probe is coming in from behind. Oh, look at the plays. Yeah, Oya's playing. He was trying to pylon wall them.
Yeah, that was awful. He's trying to pylon block him out of his own main.
But he had quite a few units. He could have probably taken him out.
I mean, that's fair. That's GG. It's the weirdest build I've ever seen. He just opened by supply blocking himself. He's like, you know that pylon that everybody builds at 13? Fuck that pylon. I don't give a shit. It's an overrated pylon.
You know, I think it's really maybe Pre has the feeling that in standard play Oya's gonna beat him. You know, he's a stronger player, but it's if he's gonna go for some sort of cheese or something, I'd like to see him execute it well.
Yeah, I feel like supply blocking yourself isn't the best way to beat Oya. Like, Oya's not going to suspect you're going to supply block yourself. But I feel like he can adapt and adjust his game plan to beat a supply block.
We believe.
Just supply blocks himself at 17-17. Then he builds a second gateway, unsupply blocks himself, then builds a third gateway, but he can't do anything with the third gateway because it's...
Oh, he actually thought it was DT.
Oh, he saw the observer. I mean, he wasn't wrong to leave anyway, honestly. He was down 5 workers, despite not being harassed at all.
He mistook the observer for a DT?
Yeah.
That's why he left the game?
I mean, he got to the right idea from the wrong place.
Oh god.
Leaving the game was the correct play.
That's hilarious. This is probably the funniest show match I've ever seen. It's totally worth setting this up.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see more pre-show match. I feel like, you know, we're gonna see all sorts of fun plays.
Someone said this was Imba not worth doing, but it was totally worth it. Yeah.
We're gonna see like a PBZ where he rushes only Dragoons on one base. Or something. Just builds that had nothing to do with the meta. Or do you recall when we watched Lucky Noob and he went High Templar with no Storm and then transitioned into Researching Storm and then turned with High Templar to Archons?
Yeah.
That kind of strategy.
First Nettles.
Okay, straight for the cost scout. Like it. Oh, he's getting a gas this game. Rather than a Just supply block himself. No
It's a
longer
late gas though.
Oh, that is a late gateway too. Okay, yeah, that gateway was super late. Okay, he's going to go for a core. Oya is building the defensive zealot, but Fee is getting the advantage by supply blocking himself. Where's your pylon, Fee? Come on, pylon or zealot? Make a decision. Pylon or zealot? Okay, we're just going to go no pylon, no zealot. We're good. We don't need those. 300 minerals.
It's gonna be a Nexus.
Yeah.
Please.
He's going to be
It
supply
is.
blocked. Yes, but he's supply blocked now. He can't build any units. He's not even able to move workers.
The Nexus increases your supply, Cork.
Once it's
After it
finished.
makes 5 minutes. Yes.
Yeah, what? 4 minutes 30 seconds or so.
Okay, he's only got 2 probes on gas, which I mean, it's the controversial strategy to only put 2 probes on gas, but we'll see how that goes for him. Some players think that 3 is the right number, some people think that 1's the right number, but it's...
Nexus has been scouted.
And he still hasn't started his first unit, because he's been supply blocked this entire time. He has 0 units at 3.5 minutes. Okay, he started his Dragoon range on 2 probes on gas. And his first unit has been started. This is going to be one of those games where he makes units, so, I mean... Let's see how that works out for him. Some players make units, other players choose not to, but this is going to be one of those games where he's going to make units.
I mean, he doesn't have that many probes to transfer to his expansion after it's
No,
made.
he's saving time on the Maynard by just not making extra probes. Okay, it's 4 minutes and 5 seconds, and he has a Dragoon. We're good. We have 1 Dragoon. Okay, unfortunately, his opponent has more units at his base than he does. Oh, Dragoon range is not quite done yet, so he's going to just start dancing. Okay, now you see, now he's lost control of his main base, but it doesn't matter, has a second base. You got to think about these things.
Probe down already.
Yeah, he's down 8 workers.
Hey, we got a grown. Bada bing, bada boom.
Now, yeah, he's down 8 workers. However, if you think about it, he's got 2 Nexuses. He can catch up.
That's right.
He's kicking ass, Cork.
Yeah, he's going to struggle with the archives. And he's also down to just 1 probe on gas, which I think is going to limit his ability to go Free-Gate Goon. However, he's adapting to his inability to go Free-Gate Goon by mixing in Zealots. You'll notice now there's 2 Dragoons and a Zealot being built. That's a deliberate adaptation to the fact that he forgot to mine gas. Okay, we've got 1 probe on the natural. So right now, Fee has... let's see. Okay, he's got 12 probes mining the main, 2 probes not mining anything in the main, and then 2 mining the natural.
Is he going to die to DTs?
He is going to die to DTs, yes.
Yeah.
That is his transition from his no probe quick expansion, is to die to DTs. It's
What's he doing? Is he
it's
sneaking
controversial.
around? He's sneaking around.
Well, he's sneaking around in his opponent's vision, so it's
Oh, you
he's-
totally saw him.
he has failed his stealth check, unfortunately, this game.
This just leaves you vulnerable to a counter. I like how Oyo's like, I have no idea what's going on, but I'll go back to my base.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a DT, so he's feeling good about it. So I don't know what this is, but I'm pretty sure that a DT can deal with it. Also, Oya's still up 6 workers, despite the fact that his opponent's had 2 bases.
Oh, he must see the DT by now.
I mean, well, last time he thought it was a DT, he just left the game early. This time he thinks it's a DT, but he's not going to leave because could still be an observer. You don't know, is the thing. You can never tell.
He's losing probes.
Could still be an observer though. And
He
there's just no way of
transferred his
knowing.
probes.
There's no way of knowing in this game. It's one of those things that there's just no answer. Is it an observer? Is it a DT? Science just doesn't have answers for us.
He got away with the expo, maybe a forge and a cannon.
I mean, he does have a forge now, but he's choosing not to build cannons. So
11
Oya's
kills.
actually still up a few workers here. But, I mean, there's still everything to play for this game. It's 19 supply versus 42, so any player could win. DT is still hard at work.
I don't understand how
15
he
kills.
left last game when he thought it was a DT, which had done no damage. It was an observer. This game, this DT has destroyed everything, and he's still in the game.
Well, again, it's just not clear whether it's a DT. You say that it's a DT, but you're the observer. You've got vision of everything. But in the game, it's not clear. And again, you have to think about these things. And anyway, this Dragoon I guess the Dragoon's dead, but you know, maybe it was going to kill everything. You don't know.
3-1 for Oya.
Oh yeah, he won the first game. Didn't he?
He did win the first one.
Beat Oya. That's amazing. He just supply blocks himself every game. He just opens with the supply block and just sticks with it.
Laugh so hard. I hope Free doesn't watch the show match and get offended.